welcome to Impact 2024, our continuing conversation where we talk about all different types of topics, current events. We talk about race, we talk about religion, we talk about anything that you want to talk about. This is that safe space where you can have your opinions, we can have ours, and we can talk about them in a good manner. We encourage you to type your questions and your comments into the comment section. This is a conversation. So this is your opportunity to put in your 2 cents and so that you can be a part of this ongoing conversation. We come up with all different types of topics, all different types of things, and we want to hear your opinions, your comments, your questions, whatever you want to do. So Facebook, YouTube, put it in the comment section. We'll bring it up on the screen. We'll talk about it, and we will get right to it. As always, what I want to do is talk about the ministry offerings that we have here, Impact 2024, of course, here at right now, and we also have on Thursdays, Thursday Thirst. That is our weekly Bible study that happens at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join us here, Facebook and YouTube. On Sundays, we have worship service at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Facebook, YouTube, and in person. Please feel free to come if you're in the Richmond, Virginia area. And then on Tuesdays, today, a little while earlier at 7 o'clock, we had prayer. Everybody in the ministry, we pray together, not on the phone together, but everybody is praying. So feel free to pray with us, and you can be in accord and put your prayers up at the same time. You don't have to pray from 7 to 7:45, which is sometime in between that time period. Send a prayer up. All right. And so today we hop right into the topics as we always do. Today is more of a celebratory kind of topic, and it is a celebratory to our school systems. We always we talk about our schools. Sometimes we oftentimes have teachers on this program where they're able to talk about the issues and things that are going on in schools. But one of the things that we want to really kind of point out is the fact that I'll tell a story about it. That's the better way to do it. I debated whether or not I was going to do it. So I work from home sometimes, and I'm sitting at home, and I walk around the corner, and my son is still here. Why are you at home? He's at home because they have a holiday. They have a day off. But I'm thinking, what holiday is this? It's not Christmas. It's not Columbus Day, President's Day, Labor Day, Memorial Day, none of the days that I know about. It's not Easter. Why are you sitting at home? And he didn't really know. But after talking to some other people, found out that it was a Jewish holiday. And what the schools have done is that, historically we had the federal holidays. Then we had Christian holidays. And now they do Jewish holidays, and even Muslim holidays. And even you have the opportunity, if you have a religious holiday, to just miss school, and it's an excused absence, automatic. So whether you are Christian, Jewish, Buddhist, Muslim, Hindu, whatever major religion that you are, if you have a holiday, you can miss school. Now, this isn't new. It's new-ish. This wasn't happening when I was a kid, but this isn't new, and like it happened in 2024. It's been happening for a couple of years now. But this is a win and a testament to how we should all be acting. It's a win because we can all be together and kind of work together in a system of, all right, I can respect your holidays, you can respect mine, and we can all work together. It's not a big deal. You would think, in the way that you watch TV and you hear some of these politicians and things talk, like, oh my goodness, Muslims over here and Jews and this and that and this and that. But in the schools, it's harmonious in the sense of we can respect everybody's holidays. We can respect everybody's right to religion. And so it is a win. That is an example for how we all should be able to be able to coincide, to be able to work together, to be able to understand that we're all looking for the same thing. And that is, at the end of the day, our purpose for life, We're looking for the creator, the afterlife, all of it, all of those things. We're looking at the same stuff. And we should be able to respect other people's ability to do the things that they want to do. And they should be able to respect ours. You know, the reality of the matter, we need to take our school boards and send them over to the Middle East and maybe show them like this is how it's supposed to work. Like everybody's supposed to be able to kind of let everybody do their thing. You know, people could learn. But that is a celebratory faction and of a success. And I think especially as the church, sometimes we need to learn from that because some of us sometimes get a little bit critical of other religions. We get critical of other people and like the way that they want to do things, and our way is the right way. Everybody thinks their way is the right way. Our way is the right way, but we can still respect other people's ways, and we can still respect other people's, you know, their journey towards getting closer to God, even if they call their God by a different name. And so that, I think that is what we all need to be working for and working towards and working to do. And it's absolutely outstanding that the children who are in school are learning that going into life. So even some of us who are older, we haven't gotten to that level of enlightenment yet, but at least the younger kids are casually getting there. They're being taught that. And so it is outstanding. I think that is where our public school systems and even private school systems are at. That is what we're able to do. That we can respect others' religions. We can respect other people and other people's opinions and still gather ours. You know, there was a big thing a little while ago. It's not even a little while ago. It's still currently where a bunch of people were like, Christianity is under attack. Christmas is under attack and all of this stuff that they were saying. And it was because we weren't dominating the commercial area, or we weren't dominating the schools anymore when it came to, all right, it's Christianity and everything else doesn't matter. It was now being more inclusive. And so as a result, people were saying we were under attack. It's good that the kids don't see it that way. It's good that the schools don't see it that way. And the reality of the matter is this country was founded on, you know, they always want to say the country was founded on the freedom of religion. And it was. But you can't say that statement without saying the whole statement. It was the freedom of religion and freedom from religion. If you go back and you do a little research there, one of the things was they wanted the freedom to practice whatever religion that they wanted to, or lack thereof, here in the, you know, the new country before it became the United States. But they also wanted to have freedom from the persecution of the Church of England, the Roman Catholic Church, all of the other major institutions. So you wanted the freedom to do the religion that you want, and you wanted the freedom from the organized religions. So it was to and from. And I think sometimes we talk about the two, but we don't talk about the from. And the from is for the other people who don't participate in your particular religion. So I should have the freedom from, I'm a Christian, so I have the freedom from being Hindu or Muslim. I am a Protestant, so I have the freedom from Catholics or Catholicism. And I have the freedom to pick whichever religion I want. And I think that's where we get mixed up, where we're trying to force other people to do things, because it's the freedom to and the freedom from. And so when you have groups of us who are saying, well, we don't want people doing this and we don't want people doing that because that doesn't fit with my religion or how I want to live my life. Okay, well, you got the freedom to live your life, and people have the freedom from living the life that you want to live. You know, we talked about that a whole bunch of times about forcing other people to do things. So again, you know, it's not a lot, unfortunately, today. But I think it's a great thing that we can all learn from school systems about being able to live harmoniously with others, being able to live harmoniously with other religions. And I think one of the best parts of it is we can all be examples to one another. And so for those who are not attached to any religion, those who may be attached to a religion, but are still out here looking and seeking for something different. Everyone can be an example to everyone else. And our job, I think, as Christians, and one of the great things that we can do is we can be that example. You know, hey, look what they're doing over there, or look how they're acting over there, or look what, look how this person is living, or how they're dealing with the different issues of the day. So it's an outstanding opportunity, I think, for kids to learn about other religions and other religions to learn about yours, or other kids to learn about what you're doing and the other people. So yeah, I think we all need to follow that example. Follow that example of the school systems, of being able to live harmoniously, being able to respect others, and at the same time getting respect for yourself. That's really it. And that's normally, we would go deep into the topic, but that's really it. It's not that deep. Sometimes we just have to learn from how kids do. We have to learn from how the schools do. We have to learn from other folk. Um, we need to be able to be a little bit more harmonious together. Uh, Again, in the Middle East, all of those crises over there, they can take some learning from that. Some of our political leaders, some of our just leaders in general in this country, they can take a little bit of learning from that. We need to be able to coexist. We need to be able to respect others who are different from us. Do have a comment. Should people be forced to participate in the Pledge of Allegiance, one nation under God? That that has been one of the things that has been changed a little bit. You can have an exception not to, in a lot of schools, not say the Pledge of Allegiance. I think the Pledge of Allegiance is open in the sense it's one nation under God, because it doesn't say what God. You can choose your God. So if you are saying one nation under God, and you believe your God to be one particular God versus another, you're pledging your allegiance to whatever God you have. So I do think it's open like that. But I do not think even if you don't believe in God at all, any kind of God, then I do think no, you shouldn't be forced to participate in the Pledge of Allegiance. At the least, if I force you to participate in the Pledge of Allegiance, you can at least take that part out. So you can take out the parts that you don't want to participate in. So you participate in the rest of the Pledge of Allegiance, and you can take out the part that you don't like. So I'm not a big person that's of no, you don't need to say it at all, or I'm not really upset if a school or organization kind of makes you say it, because you can take out the parts that you don't like. And again, if you have a different religion, then whatever God that you believe in, that is the one that you're talking about when you're talking about your one nation. I know what I'm talking about, God, Christian God, Jesus Christ. So when I do it, I know who I'm talking to, and I assume that when other people do it, they know who they're talking to as well. But again, I don't think you should be forcing anybody to do it per se. But again, I don't have a problem if you take out that part. And what if I'm an atheist? Yeah, perfectly, right there. Yeah, if you're an atheist, Pledge of Allegiance, but you don't have to do the God part. You can take that out. And so here's the truth of the matter. If you're an atheist, it don't matter. You can say whatever you want to say. You can say it, and it shouldn't mean nothing to you because you don't believe it. Now, if you have a problem with that, because from a moral standpoint, you don't want to say anything that you don't believe, I can understand that. I get it, But yeah, if you don't believe in God, then you might as well say it. It don't mean nothing to you. But yeah, no, I respect that opinion. So I think that those people, those kids who feel like they don't need to, that don't want to say that part of the allegiance, I feel like they should be able to, be quiet in that moment or take that part out. But I don't think you should necessarily throw the whole thing out. I don't have a problem if you do, but that one little part, I would say, just take out the part you don't like. Great question. Great question. And here's another part, real quickly, since that was brought up. we big up the schools. Well, I'm bigging up the schools. And there's been a couple of years back, when I say a lot of years back, they talked about the big controversy of no more prayer in schools and taking prayer out of schools and things like that. Or some schools had the Ten Commandments up, in school, and they took them out in a lot of places. And you go to Texas, they still got them up. But you go to a lot of places, they took a lot of the religious signs out of school. And that's, for me, that's fine. You don't have to. If your religion has to be a sign or a slogan, or it has to be on the wall, then I think it's just like what you're saying. It's superficial. It should be a part of you and part of who you are. And it's often said there's no way to take prayer out of schools, because when kids get in trouble, they go pray. And so you should be able to take your religion with you everywhere you go. You don't need an official moment for it to be real. It is real with you and everywhere you go. And I think that's the lesson that then gets taught by us, the church, back to kids. Oh, well, they don't have prayer in the morning anymore, at in the homeroom or the opening bell. Yeah, because that prayer that you have comes with you from home, comes with you during the course of the day. Your religion needs to be in you now, and not something that you see and you carry around like on a t-shirt or a slogan. It needs to be inside of you. And so I think that it just changed things. It's who you are. It's not, what sign you see. So I think it just makes it better. I think it makes it better. Makes it more real for you when it's something that you have to bring internally, that you have to hold and have to have, versus a tradition or a traditional. All right, we're going to say this, or we have the Ten Commandments sitting in the front of the school. Yeah, but I got the love of Jesus in my heart. Like it's a whole different ball game. So yeah, look, I am very happy with what a lot of the public schools have done. And I know they've been beat up a lot. Public schools make a lot of decisions, some of them good, some of them bad. But the ones of being more inclusive for everybody, being more accepting of everybody, and showing and being an example of how things can get done, of how we can coexist. I think that's wonderful. And again, I really want to give a lot of credit to the schools, who we criticize a lot. All people, not me, but we criticize a lot. Christ never mandated public prayer. As a matter of fact, public prayer was sometimes seen as showing off. Absolutely. The second part, that's showing off. We know. You see people out here, they're gonna give a long prayer. They're gonna get loud with their prayer. They're out here just, really showing off. That's just a game. And as I said, yeah, you're right. Christ never mandated that we have to go out here and just pray in front of everybody and make it a big show. And so, yeah, in schools, we didn't need that necessarily. It was good. It was good when we had it. But now that you don't have it, it's your responsibility. And I would hope that the kids would know how to pray themselves. And it was a little laziness on our part for some of the parents, because that was the only time they were praying when they was in school. So, okay. That was another good comment. All right. Well, look, we kind of hit it hard and quick on this one. Just as a reminder, look, we got to coexist. We got to coexist. We got to respect other people. It is the right to and the right and from. To religion, from religion. All right. Well, cool. It's quick. If you blinked, you missed it, as they say. As a reminder, again, on Thursdays, 7 o'clock, we have Thursday, our weekly prayer. Sundays at 10 o'clock, we have worship. And on Tuesdays at 7, we have our time of prayer. from 7 to 7:45. Pray with us. And then, of course, at 8 Eastern Standard Time p.m., we have Impact 2024. Please join us again. Thank you, everybody who's here. Thanks for all the comments, and have a good one.